Gunfire rings out in Rialto. Plus, a UCR play revisits the Tyisha Miller case. And get ready to spin your own clothes with dog or cat hair. PE This Week starts now. Welcome to PE This Week, a look at news from across the inland area. I'm Pep Fernandez. Rialto police officers shot a man Wednesday night who, according to police, pointed a replica handgun at officers. The Press Enterprise obtained this video of the shooting. Rialto police shot 22-year-old Huston Park 3 or 4 times in the upper torso.
They shot him. They shot him down.
The shooting took place in the 100 block of East Jackson Street. As of Thursday morning, Parker was listed in critical but stable condition. The Rialto Police Department is looking to clean the streets of gang activity by issuing an injunction against the Hustler Squad Clique street gang.
The purpose of today's operation was to serve the permanent injunction against the Hustler Squad Clique criminal street gang. We've targeted approximately 50 locations in and around the city of Rialto. Now that we have the final injunction served to the members, they're fully aware of the conditions of the injunction. If they violate the restrictions of the injunction, they could be arrested for violation of a court order.
A UC Riverside play revisits the death of 19-year-old Tyisha Miller. This controversial case has been made into a performance. PE This Week's Angel Ortiz has more.
In the early morning of December 28, 1998, Tyisha Miller, a 19-year-old black woman from Rubidoux, slumped unconscious inside a locked car with a flat tire at a Riverside gas station. She was shaking and foaming at the mouth with a semi-automatic pistol in her lap. When Dreamscape opens Saturday night at UC Riverside, officers will fire 12 bullets into a 19-year-old girl.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Each shot will trigger a memory of her short life before the last 3 hits ended. That character is Maisha Mills, who's asleep in her car with a loaded .38 on her lap.
The entrance to gunshot number 9. Shoot him up, shoot him down now.
You know, I was reluctant to tell the story because of the impact that it had on so many people in this community. And so when I decided to tell the story, to write this play, I sat down and I said to myself, you know, I have to create a stage performance that earns the right to tell the story. You know, I wanted the audience to leave thinking, man, that was an amazing theatrical performance. And oh yeah, there was this amazing message and powerful message that came about as well.
A teenager from Murrieta was caught for groping a woman, and it's not the first time he's done this. PE This Week's David Zink explains.
Recently, a teen was sentenced to 60 to 120 days in juvenile hall for the August 31st, 2011 attack and groping of 20-year-old Beatriz Martinez at a playground in Murrieta. The next day, Martinez and her husband went looking for the suspect around Murrieta Mesa High School. They found him walking not far from the school. Her husband tried to grab the teen. Eventually, her husband chased him down and held him until officers arrived. It's not the first time the teen has attacked a woman. Earlier in 2011, Nora Reynoso of Murrieta was assaulted and imprisoned in a Chuck E. Cheese restroom.
There's more on this story, including the victim's account of the incident, here at PE.com. Still to come on PE This Week, kids in Temecula are encouraged to pedal their way to school. And save that dog and cat hair, there's a local group ready to make clothes with it. That's when PE This Week continues.
We cover the issues you care about. Here at the Press Enterprise and PE.com, local news matters whether you live along Route 66 or on Main Street. We provide regional analysis and in-depth investigation of issues like education, transportation, the environment, and much more. Important matters are covered here. That is how we keep you connected to your community. The Press Enterprise and PE.com. For home delivery, call 1-800-794-NEWS.
Welcome back to PE This Week. Do you ever complain about having dog or cat hair on your clothes? Well, what if dog or cat hair was your clothes? Well, there's a local group taking their animal's fur and turning it into fashion. Fans of spinning dog and cat hair find ways to keep their pets forever.
He's just looking and everything.
Each yarn they spin has a tale of its own.
I'm going to make a coat. A coat for you?
You want it nice and furry because you got it from a furry dog.
Sometimes it's from the soft undercoat of the family dog or the sleek fur from a beloved cat. Now in the hereafter.
As I'm a newer spinner, it's more I'm learning how to actually spin his fur.
The 40-member Inland Empire Handweavers Guild welcomes pets of all species, purebreds or mutts, as donors to the expanding field of fiber arts. Some guild members turn fur into fashion.
Like mutton chop, bearding, and she has a mohawk. I'm making a strip that I can add to a purse or a piece of clothing.
Some Temecula students are passing on the bus and electing to ride their bikes to school.
All right, are you guys ready? Ready! Here we go!
There's a push for more pedaling in Temecula. Dozens of kids joined Barnett Elementary School Principal Chris Dixon for a bike train to school on Thursday. It's a safe and fun way to start your day and get to class. Dixon is hoping bike trains catch on in Temecula. He'd like to see students, parents, teachers, and volunteers all get involved.
Well, long term for us is to have it at every school in Temecula and really in the surrounding area, and just inspire people to think about getting to school a different way.
Coming up on PE This Week, do you have any spare cash? You could buy the home of former President Gerald Ford, and we'll tour the U.S. Continental plant in Corona. That's next on PE This Week.
We are your breaking news leader. News happens. Stay up to date with expanded coverage in the Press Enterprise delivered to your home. Follow the story throughout the day on PE.com. Receive news updates in your inbox or on your mobile device. That is how we keep you connected to your community. The Press Enterprise and PE.com. For home delivery, call 1-800-794-NEWS.
Welcome back to PE This Week. When it comes to shining leather, you won't find anyone better than U.S. Continental and Corona. And now their leather care products are being catered towards women.
When I first came into the shoe care business, it wasn't called shoe care, it was called polish business. And we have been on a mission to call it leather and fabric care business. And we've been on a mission to get women not to think about dad's old shoe shine, but to think about caring for leather and fabric like they do their own skin. We're finding that she is interested in those products. I keep saying she, and I'm referring to this because that's who we think our consumer is. She cares about, when she buys a Michael Kors purse, she cares about taking care of it because that's an investment for her, or a Coach purse.
Here's your chance to live in the home of a former president. For the right price, of course. The house of the late Gerald Ford is up for sale in Rancho Mirage. PE This Week's David Zink has the details.
The retirement home of late President Gerald Ford and his wife Betty Ford, the couple's custom-built Rancho Mirage compound, is for sale. Located on the 13th fairway of the Thunderbird Country Club golf course, the 6,316 square foot house is being sold by the Ford family.
It's a piece of history and everyone wants to see it, and they're not, fortunately we don't have a lot of look-throughs, they're all real buyers, so it's going to sell. It's probably going to sell very quickly.
When PE This Week continues, we'll meet some super kids playing football in Hemet. And we'll go all access with Yucaipa soccer and basketball star Cody Lavruski. Sports is next on PE This Week.
We cover the issues you care about. Here at the Press Enterprise and PE.com, local news matters whether you live along Route 66 or on Main Street. We provide regional analysis and in-depth investigation of issues like education, transportation, the environment, and much more. Important matters are covered here. That is how we keep you connected to your community. The Press Enterprise and PE.com. For home delivery, call 1-800-794-NEWS.
Welcome back to PE This Week. No need for the Super Bowl when you have super kids in Hemet.
There we go, smile. Look at that.
The Super Bowl came early in Hemet. The school district hosted its annual Super Kids Bowl at Tahquitz High School on Thursday morning, where kids with special needs hit the gridiron with Titan football players, cheerleaders, and the West Valley High School band. The special education kids came from all over the district for the Super Kids Bowl. and each of them had a chance to run with the football and score a touchdown.
One of the things about our special needs population is they wear their emotions on their arm. I mean, they just light up like crazy when they're having fun.
Warms my heart up with these little kids just helping out here, watching them smile, being happy, scoring touchdowns and whatnot. It's amazing.
Priceless. Some of these kids, they really get into it and they're running down the field and they're so cute and all I can do is just smile.
Yucaipa's Cody Lavruski is a soccer and basketball standout, and she balances it all while also playing for a U.S. national soccer team. Here's a quick look at a day in the life of this two-sport star.
The next senior to honor is Cody Lavruski.
Not only does she play on the U.S. national soccer team, Cody Lavruski also splits her time on the soccer and basketball teams at Yucaipa High School.
We wish you the best of luck at UCLA. The Bruins soccer team is lucky to have you.
Senior day for Lavruski and the Yucaipa T-Birds taking on Redlands on the soccer pitch. Some flowers and a couple hugs, then Cody went to work, netting a hat trick in a 5-3 victory for the T-Birds. Which secured the Citrus Belt League crown. Her parents enjoyed the win from the stands with hopes of another win just hours later on the basketball court. After gearing down at the soccer field, it was a short drive to Redlands High School for the Yucaipa basketball game.
So how many times have you guys done the double now?
4 or 5.
Is it hard?
Is it hard?
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
Are you doing well? No? So are you getting better at hoops as you play?
Yeah. I think so.
Is it coming back to you?
Yeah, it took me a little bit. Call me if you're gonna come.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A couple minutes and a couple bites of food later, Lavruski arrives at Redlands High School to hoop it up. Another strong outing for Lavruski as the Thunderbirds picked up the win on the basketball court as well, 61-48. All in a day's work for Yucaipa's Cody Lavruski. When we come back on PE this week, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Farrell's Ice Cream. The popular restaurant opens a new location. And a bacon milkshake? We'll give it a try next on PE This Week.
We are your breaking news leader. News happens. Stay up to date with expanded coverage in the Press Enterprise delivered to your home. Follow the story throughout the day on PE.com. Receive news updates in your inbox or on your mobile device. That is how we keep you connected to your community. The Press Enterprise and PE.com. For home delivery, call 1-800-794-NEWS.
Welcome back to PE This Week. Farrell's has been a longtime favorite for ice cream enthusiasts, and the party continues at its newest location in Rancho Cucamonga. Angel Ortiz has the story.
Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor and Restaurant is non-stop, high-energy excitement from the moment you enter.
Because these 4 little babies walked into Farrell's today, and they all look so fabulous there in Farrell's. You are the biggest cat tonight. You want to pick him up, stand with an itty-bitty style, and a frontal in your face, you get hungry.
Farrell's is kind of a place you want to celebrate happy-itis, a celebratory restaurant where if you can celebrate birthdays, anniversaries. Tonight we even celebrated someone's good grades.
And finally, Jack in the Box has introduced a new milkshake flavor. Peach? Nope. How about coconut or cookie dough? Not quite. The new flavor is bacon. No longer just for breakfast, bacon has joined the milkshake mix. Our own Tim Guy and Fielding Buck sampled Jack's newest concoction.
So let's try them out in bottoms up. Cheers. Yeah. That's okay. Oh, no, yeah. like something spicy, you eat it, it's okay, you're good to go, and then bam, it hits you. Bam. Bacon. Bacon, yeah. Don't usually get that smokehouse flavor in a shake. That smoky chocolate's so good. Yeah. This is, can't wait for the tri-tip shake.
Everyone loves bacon, but maybe not in a milkshake. Just ask Tim and Fielding. That'll do it for now. I'm Pep Fernandez. We'll see you next Thursday on PE This Week.